Hello everyone, this is Nick Sims and this will be part 2 of Diamond Getaway. So on this part, we'll actually start on the interior of the home. I decided to put the kitchen in this corner right here because it did seem like a really good spot, just kind of off the entry area. And this is me actually kind of extending the kitchen a little bit. You'll find that I do this, as I mentioned in the last video, quite a bit, just to make more room. As I said, it turned out to be like 100% built out on this lot because it was just a little bit too small to do what I needed to do. So I decided to make the kitchen in that corner and stretch it out a little bit so that I can make a U-shaped kitchen. And you'll see me make the changes like that momentarily. I thought that it would be a much better design. And the walls, as I probably mentioned in the last video, is custom content as well. And I started off with this really light blue and gray color for the kitchen cabinets, and something to kind of go with the gray walls. And then I realized that that didn't work out too well. And then I also realized that there's not very much room for a dining room. So I needed to pretty much move everything over again to be able to make everything fit the way it needed to. And I had to go about actually stretching out these walls systematically so that it wouldn't just make a straight wall and I wouldn't have to redraw all of it. So just chucked in the sink, and this is when I start to change the colors on the upper cabinets, and I pick this darker reddish or cherry wood really, and black. I find that it went a little bit better with the gray. It didn't kind of like get washed out with the gray walls. And then I'm just gonna chuck in a paper towel holder, yeah, and a little tea kettle. Just some items to throw on the countertop. And that little picture is also custom content from, I think I got that one from Tumblr. I don't remember 100%. But I decided to, instead of the kitchen being completely open, just to close it off a little bit. And I will put another wall on the other side of the cabinets that has the sink and the window. Obviously, I'm trying to put window treatments up, and I couldn't find anything. I love those ones. I have not used those blinds yet, and I need to do that. So this is just me closing the area off and putting some columns in the entryway area, just to make it seem a little bit more like it's meant to be. Trying to figure out my words. And what else do we have going on? I also made the dining room area that I had with bright colors, because as you see, this house is really neutral colored, and I wanted something to pop out, and those bright chairs and a rug is always a good, just little bits of furniture. So I start like, oh, I should get 2, and I felt that the white was a little bit better. I just needed to find something else to help with bringing some more color and making it flow better. Just using some more custom content, potted plants, and then one abstract piece in the corner. And I put these paintings up, just with that, as I mentioned before, that pop of color, to put that in there. It's a gray painting and then this bright red cherry blossom. It looks really good. And then that rug, was another pop of color that helped bring it from the air down to the ground. And it's just starting on the living room now. And the living room I like the living room. It's very open and a good amount of seating, that I grabbed these chairs and I was like, oh, I should put these since they have two parts to them. And just finding the configuration is what I found a little bit difficult. I believe I stretched the walls out again. I'm not 100% positive. I was just trying to find a way to make everything fit properly. And this also sections off the living area and the kitchen and dining area with these chairs, and that helps break the room apart a little bit more. And just trying to look for a rug to fit in this portion. I really like that one, that brown one with the squares in it. It was just too similar to the floor in its grays, so I couldn't put that in there. And as I'm doing this, I'm trying to find another fireplace to put in here, maybe put it in between the kitchen and the living room to break the room apart. But then I just really decide on dragging the chairs back a little bit more, and that is the divide between the living and kitchen space. And there I go back to that rug. I love these custom content rugs are beautiful, but they were just too similar to the floor, the wood floor in that room. And then just trying to find a coffee table to put in there, something white, neutral, to help brighten that rug up a little bit more. And trying to center that rug perfectly, it was interesting. And then I found that I had an empty space in the corner, and I really didn't for a minute know what to do with it. So I was like, I'll just come back to that area. And I picked a table to put there. I figured, well, it's going to be a little office center, since there's not too much room. It's just this 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house, and it's modern. Someone with a sim with a pretty decent job, or had this will be their second home, I would assume, after the first one that you first start off with. Once they start getting a little bit of money before they get married, or even if they are in a relationship with somebody and decides to move into a 1-bedroom home, their first home together, or something like that. I don't know. Just coming up with some kind of scenario as to why they would buy this particular home. That's always fun. I put this red and white piece on the wall shelf. It looked really good. The color really helped bring a little bit more out in this room. Sometimes I feel like I go everywhere with colors in this, but in the end it always turns out really well. And I just put that coat rack in the corner. I should have made it white, is what I should have done. Finding some items to chuck on these shelves above the office area, kind of make it seem a little bit more lived in. So this is about the end of this part here. The home is actually on the gallery ready for a download. You can look up hashtag Diamond Getaway or hashtag Nick Sims. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you watched. Thank you for watching.